Good morning, everyone. My name is Mighty Stream. I'm going to do your September the 6th spiritual principle a day in a meditation. I hope you're doing well this morning. We're getting along here. Slowly but surely. Okay, September 6th, anonymity and selfless service. The fact that we are anonymous means that the work we do in NA really can be selfless service. We don't want or need credit for helping others. It's what we do to save our own lives. That comes from the Living Clean book, chapter 6, anonymity. The first thought some of us have when given the chance to help someone is, what's in it for me? We stay clean, work steps, experience freedom, and still our diseased thinking whispers that we ought to be rewarded for our selflessness. I volunteered in the merchandise room at our convention right after celebrating 10 years clean, a member shared. I folded t-shirts and unboxed coffee mugs for hours, wondering all along what kind of goodie I'd get for doing my part, a mug, a shirt. At the end of my shift, they said, "Thanks for your service," and gave me a hug. In a matter of moments, I went from being disappointed in them to being disappointed in myself. The good we do for others is not limited to our service in NA. Another member wrote, "My sponsor told me to do something for someone else and keep it a secret. On my way to a meeting, I saw someone asking for change, and I bought them a sandwich. The first thing I did when I shared at the meeting was congratulate myself for being so generous." Perfect selflessness may be out of reach, but we can always strive to be less self centered. We don't have to disappear completely. We simply step out of the spotlight for a moment. When we feel the impulse to make a moment about ourselves, we learn to say, "Thanks for sharing," and let the impulse go. Feeling like we are owed for our service and comparing our generosity to that of those around us are just a couple ways addiction seeks to separate us from others. Service and kindness helps us reconnect. We need our focus on those we are helping. We need our focus on those we are helping. We hope that the convention goers who purchase a mug or a t-shirt look back fondly on their convention experience for years to come. We hope that the hungry person felt some relief for a little while. We hope that we see them again. They look and feel better. We think of ourselves a bit less, we think of others a bit more, and we begin to feel gratitude. I may never be perfectly selfless, but I can try to serve as though it's not all about me. I will make my service about others today. Let's take a moment of silence, followed by the we version of the Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. Thank you. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please and thank you. So, what about it, guys? Anonymity and selfless service. You know, sometimes being in the spotlight is not necessarily something that you can avoid, depending on the type of service that you're doing. If you're chairing a meeting, you're definitely going to be in the spotlight. People are going to be watching you, and they are expecting you to maintain an atmosphere of recovery. That is one of those service positions that people see. And because of that, sometimes we try to make sure, right, that when we're going to be seen, that we're actually as perfect as we possibly can be, right? But that's not that's not serving perfectly, right? That's wanting to be seen and making sure that when you're seen that you look good while you're doing it, right? It's not about me today. It's not about me. It involves me. I have to show up for the position. I have to show up and do the work, right? But while I am doing it, if I am only concerned with how I'm coming across, I've missed it. I have missed it. So today, as we do service work, and I know many of you are doing countless hours of service work, as we do service work, let's remember why we're doing it. It benefits us when we do selfless service. It benefits us when we can not be braggadocio about the service that we do, remaining humble, and having a spirit of gratitude. Man, I get to do this. I get an opportunity to give back and not expect anything back. It's so crazy when you do something and then you find yourself rattling off at the mouth about all the good that you just did. It just, to me, it just humbles me. It's like, oh man, I thought I was past that. I thought I was past that. I still have this shortcoming that needs to be removed from me. And I humbly get to ask God again, take this away from me. So when these moments come up and we find that we are striving to be seen or expecting something in return, when they come up, we need not become rebellious, right? Lose faith when we become rebellious. That's what the basic text says. We don't need to do that. We just need to remember that cockiness is a red light indicator, right? And we get to recheck ourselves and humbly ask God again. I'm still waiting for this shortcoming to be removed, right? I'm so sorry I did that. And move on. Keep it moving. My name is Mighty Stream. I've enjoyed talking to you today. I hope that you will have a beautiful day on purpose.